Felix Baumgartner, a man who has dedicated his life to realizing a dream, to achieve human flight. From crossing the English Channel in a wingsuit to jumping off every significant building in the world, the holder of 6 world records, this is Felix Baumgartner's Freefalls. Can a man fly faster than a plane? To mark the 100th anniversary of human flight, Felix gears up to be the first human to race an airplane across the sky.
Well, I think it's all about preparation. Do your homework, you know. I like the whole planning. So this is what satisfies me. I like the adventure, but the whole preparation before to get the team together. This is pretty much what I really wanted to do. So having a plan, you know, it starts with a thought. It's going in one direction, it's a vision, you know, and finally it becomes reality.
It's the ultimate test of man versus machine. Felix will compete with a 500 horsepower propeller aircraft using only a specially engineered carbon wing strapped to his back.
Green light. 3, 2, 1, go! He's out. Race on, race on.
Here we go, I'm gonna go get him. I'm at 9,000 feet, 130 miles an hour, and I'm going after him.
Wait, he's drifting back. Look out.
Now I'm past him. Oh yeah! Who's your daddy now, Felix? I'm on 4,000 feet, initiating a 0G dive. And he's coming hard. I'm up to 150 miles an hour, and we are dead even. He is right with me.
Keep it steady, Billy. Keep it steady. Stay straight.
I'm 2 miles out. We just moved 2,000 feet. He's still on my wing.
Stay straight, Billy. Just 1 mile to go. Stand by, ground crew. Here they come. He's making a move. He just passed the plane.
Ooh, I'm on max speed, 160 miles an hour. This guy is not slowing down.
Here comes the finish line, guys. It's Felix across the line first.
Felix Baumgartner is the first person in history to race an airplane and win. This fantastic flight is number 5 in the countdown. At number 4, Felix's next exploit is to base jump into the second biggest cave in the world. The team traveled to Oman in the Middle East to a cave that locals believe is surrounded by haunted spirits.
This cave is called Majlis Al-Jinn, which is the meeting of the spirits. So it's a very unique landmark here. It's very exposed, so we set up the camp right there. To prepare ourselves for the cave, we have to set up the cave, we have to put all the camera platforms in there. I have to prepare myself because it's a very unique and difficult jump.
The cave is 105 meters deep. Its shaft 25 meters wide. Felix must open his chute after just 2 seconds to secure a safe landing.
It's a high-profile base jump because it's low. It's just a little bit more than 100 meters. It's dark, it's narrow, it's hard to see the landing area, it's hard to get measurements because you got almost no reference points here. So it's a very, very difficult jump.
The jump is set for 10:55 in the morning, when the biggest amount of light can enter the cave.
3, 2, 1, jump. Jump. Jump.
Felix lands just 6 seconds later in this unprecedented plunge.
You're standing at the exit point, you don't like what you do, but you have to do it. There's this little voice talking to you in your head. Everybody knows how dangerous it is, so it's a lot of rush, you know.
Felix Baumgartner's base jump into the largest cave in the Middle East is number 4 in the countdown. Next up, it's 1999, and Felix Baumgartner is still relatively new on the base jumping scene. With an unquenchable ambition to be the first, he travels to the highest building in the world at that time, the Petronas Towers in Kuala Lumpur. The towers stand 452 meters tall.
You can see the window washer crane right over there. So my plan is to climb out on that window washer crane and do a base jump from top of that building.
It's illegal, and that means you have to deal with a lot more problems. It's very obvious that a well-known high building is very well secured.
Felix watches the buildings closely for days and fakes security guards' name tags to ensure entry. He disguises himself as a businessman and hides his parachute and camera in a briefcase. Felix powers through the air at 170 kilometers per hour and free falls for 8 seconds. It's a new world record for the highest base jump from a building. Felix's jump from the Petronas Towers is number 3.
I want that building so bad because it's the tallest building in the world. And for base jumpers, these are the biggest trophies that you can get.
At number 2 in the countdown, it's 2007, and the current tallest building in the world is located in Taipei, Taiwan.
We have to bring the parachute to the top, climb over the fence. There's a lot of security on top, so it looks almost impossible. Difficulty number 2 is the wind and the weather. So we're not sure if we can pull this off.
The 101 Tower looms 501 meters in the air. It was the tallest building in the world until 2010. It's a highly covert operation, and Felix Baumgartner risks being thrown in jail if he gets caught.
Being busted by the cops is always a big issue. Therefore, you really have to prepare yourself. You really have to come up with a perfect plan. Otherwise, it's not going to be successful.
The illegality, the running away and the escaping can be just as exciting as the base jump itself.
First of all, I'm coming out of the building. I'm taking a right, because this is the most hidden place on the background. I'm climbing over that fence. And then it should be easy. I just have to take a left turn, and I'm right on the exit point. Then I fall down for about 5 seconds. Landing on the parking lot, everything has to go real quick. A jump like this, it's over within 10 minutes, you know? But the stress level is such a high level, you would not believe.
Breaking his own previous record for the highest ever building base jump, Felix Baumgartner's astonishing leap is at number 2. The top slot goes to the most astounding stunt of all. It's 2003, and proving that he really has no limits, Felix Baumgartner plans to fly across the English Channel in his custom-built wingsuit. This is Red Bull Top's number 1.
If you look at the big picture, in human being, you know, we all have to fight against our own fears. We all have to set up a goal, which is hard to accomplish. And as soon as you reach this goal, you're so much more alive, you know? It's like, I never thought I can do it, but I did. And this is also what makes life interesting. If there are no goals left, you know, what you gonna do?
Felix Baumgartner will skydive from Dover, England to Calais in France. He will fall from a plane 9,144 meters in the air. He does not have a jetpack or an engine. He will simply glide across 34 kilometers of water at 354 kilometers per hour. Success depends on maintaining a perfect horizontal gliding position. The crossing takes just 6 minutes and 22 seconds. Felix is the first man ever to fly across the channel in free fall.
Well, I'm really happy at the moment because the last couple of years we did a lot of preparation. I got a perfect team behind, and now I crossed the whole channel. So this is history, and I'm really happy at the moment.
This death-defying flight across the English Channel in a wingsuit is #1 in the Tops countdown. And here is the final countdown for Red Bull Tops, Felix Baumgartner's Freefalls.